It's ready to go. Let's go out and mix up some paint. Hey everybody, now we're down to mixing the paint for the Jimmy. First and foremost, everything needs to be wiped down with wax and grease remover. One wet rag followed by a dry rag. So you put it on with one, you take it off with the other. If you just wipe it around with the same one, all you're doing is moving the wax or grease from one spot to the other. A little bit will come off the rag, but it's not going to get it clean. So always use one with the product on, another without. All right, then we're ready for paint. UreKem, it's at thecoatingstore.com. Order it up 4 or 5 days before you need it. We get it in 3 days, depending on where you're at in the United States, is where, is the amount of time it's going to take to get to you. Comes in a great package. Like this particular truck is going to be the wool gray. I'm super excited about this because it's a color that I've been just waiting to put on a vehicle for a long time. It's not gray, it's not brown, it's just a nice earth tone, has a great mix of metallic in it, has a little bit of a gray pearl in it. It's just an awesome color. Looking forward to seeing it on a whole truck. We did our 1961 Chevy Greenbrier. We did the stripe in this and the roof in it, and it's an awesome color. Okay, so when it comes, it's gonna come as a kit. You're gonna have your paint, you're gonna have your reducer, you're gonna have your clear, and then you're gonna have your reducer and your hardener for the clear. But everything is there. Trucks sometimes will take more than 1 gallon to paint because you have the inside, the outside, you have a lot more area than what you do on a car. So you might want to get an extra couple quarts of paint. You're going to learn as you go. If you've been painting for a while, you know how much it takes. But it comes as a kit. So we're going to get 1.5 gallons of sprayable material out of this. Each and every UreKem product, when they send it to you, will come with a data sheet. So on the data sheet, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know. They're two-sided. Read them. They're there for a reason. Now, the basics of this, it's really nice, are also on the side of the paint can. So if you misplace your data sheet, we keep one of every one. Even though we order paint, they'll send us a new one each time. We just keep one in the drawer. It's right there, the basics. Okay, so this particular product is 2 parts Chem base with 1 part reducer. When you first get the paint, it's going to be shaken, ready to go, but I always stir it just to make sure. So on your mixing cup, you're going to go to the one that is 2 to 1. We're going to fill it up to the fullest mark that we can on this particular one. It's okay. We're going to go up to the 5. So then you're going to fill that to the 5. And then this is the 1, so 2 to 1. You're going to take it up to the next line, which is the 5. And that is for your reducer. We want to go right up to that line. Okay, so that's the proper ratio. Now, you have to mix this up. They recommend that you mix for a minute. I always mix more than that because this is where the chemicals mix together to form what needs to go on to the truck. So there is a such thing as undermixing. In my eyes, there is no such thing as overmixing. After you mix it, you want to filter it. Any small particles of dust or dirt that got into there, you want to filter them out. Now the system that we use, and a lot of shops use, the paint goes through 2 filters because the lid actually has a built-in filter. So this paint is filtered twice before it gets onto the vehicle. And that's all there is to it. So that is how you do it with the paint. We'll show you again with the clear coat. That's it. We'll get in the booth and start painting. Tyler got the base coat down. In this particular case, it took 3 coats of the color. And I gotta tell you, this color rocks. Looks awesome, and it doesn't even have the clear coat on it. So it's just gonna make this really pop. So in between each coat, we allowed 10 minutes of flash time, because it was nice and flashed off at 10 minutes. Depending on temperature, sometimes it's 8 minutes, sometimes it's 20 minutes. You know, on the tech data sheet, it says 15 to 10 minutes right in there. In this case, with the temperature today and the humidity today, 10 minutes was perfect. So now, base is down, wait 10 minutes. Take your thumb, go like that. On the tape, if it's not sticky, it's flashed off, then you can hit it with clear. So this is ready for clear. Firewall will be completed today, body in the future. We're doing really good. All right. Out, let's mix up the clear. All right, everybody, we are ready for the clear coat. We lean towards the UreKem Glamour Clear. They have 2 different clears, the Glamour Clear and their standard. Their standard's a good clear, nothing wrong with it. We always go with the Glamour Clear. It is more solid. It seems to us that it builds up better. It's just a clearer, cleaner product. That's why we use it. If you are doing a budget project, the standard clear, perfectly fine to use. This is not that much more to go up to the Glamour Clear. Now, Glamour Clear, all their clears have a red cap because their additive has the red cap. So if you would have noticed, the reducer has a white cap. Traditionally, you don't put reducer in with your clears. So red cap, red cap. Just a little secret. Anyway, the Glamour coat, again, right on the side, 2 parts of the clear, 1 part of the activator. So we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did with the base. Pay attention to your ratios because they are different with different products that they have. We're going to do 2 to 1. Go right up to the 5 because we're going to start off right there. So that's your clear base, if you will. and then your activator. So we went up to the 5, so we're going to go up to the 5 on the 2-to-1 ratio. Get a clean mixing stick, and again, mix for a minimum of 1 minute. The clear is the same as the base coat. Your first coat you put on, you wait 10 to 15 minutes for it to flash. If you have tape somewhere in the car, take your thumb, put it in the tape. If it's still sticky and bringing almost like a thread of material with it, if you paint, you know what I mean? It hasn't tacked up enough, so it hasn't flashed. When you just touch it, and if you leave a fingerprint, you're okay. You just don't want to have stuff come with. On a day like today, we're about 75 degrees out. It's been flashing at 10 minutes. Now, UreKem is just like every other company. Your activators, you have an activator for cold temperatures, you have an activator for their standard. So that's what we use because that's between 70 and 90 degrees. And then they have a fast activator. So the temperatures that you're spraying at, you can customize this to the temperatures. But again, mix for a minute. Filter it once going into the spray container, and then the cap of the spray container will filter it a second time. So we are all mixed. Put your sleeve in, filter it. Now we put on 4 to 5 coats on the main body because we color sand everything. In a production shop, they put on 2 to 3 coats. But we put on 4 to 5 because after we color sand, there's only 3 to 4 left. All right, so top on, retainer ring on. He's ready to go. Man, this color is awesome. Again, it's called wool gray. Has a nice metallic in it. Has a real nice pearl in it. It's just a beautiful color. It's not a gray. It's not a brown. It's just almost like a pewter, but it's really cool, and the clear just pops. The lighting does not do it justice. Appreciate you all tuning in. Have a great one.